Hi everyone, and welcome back to Veggie Time at Home. So as summer kind of winds down, I wanted to show you how to make one of my favorite end of summer salads. Now, this isn't a salad like you usually think of it with like lettuce and lots of greens and stuff like that. It's actually a bean salad, which maybe sounds a little bit scary, but I promise it's delicious. So today we're actually gonna make a corn, black bean, and edamame salad with feta cheese. Let's get started. Alright, so I already drained and rinsed my black beans that came from a can. You can also use dried beans if you want. You just have to remember to rehydrate them like the day before, which I didn't. So to start, we're gonna use equal parts of the beans. So I'm gonna use about a cup of each. So I'm gonna start with about a cup of my black beans, and then my edamame that's frozen and already shelled. Whoa, I spilled it, but that's okay, because the great thing about this salad is that you can kind of do whatever you want with it and add a little bit more of different things. So my edamame is in the bowl, and now my frozen corn. All right, and that's the main base of our salad. Another great thing about the salad is that you can put everything in that's frozen and just kind of let it sit there and defrost while you do a bunch of other things, which makes it really, really easy to make and prep ahead of time. You can also defrost everything beforehand if you want, so that it's ready to eat as soon as you make it. But it's kind of up to you, which makes the salad really easy to do whenever you want. The other main part of this salad is feta cheese. So what I'm going to do is just cube up this feta a little bit, which means cutting it into cubes. I'm gonna use about half of it. This is kind of hard to do one-handed. And I'm gonna cut it up into small little cubes to put in our salad until I get about a cup so that it's equal parts with all the beans and corn. And we can put that in. Feel free to squeeze it a little bit and make some of the bigger chunks smaller. It'll be a lot easier to cut when you have two hands, and definitely make sure to ask an adult to help you if you're using any knives. That looks about right to me. Also feel free to take a little bit of the cheese and snack on it while you're making the salad. Okay, when all of that is in your bowl, you can take some big spoons and just give it a little bit of toss to mix it all up and help everything defrost. And at this point, if you decide that you maybe want some more corn in there, or you put too many black beans in, you can take some things out or put some more things in. It's kind of up to you. So while this defrosts, I'm gonna start making the salad dressing. Okay, so to start our salad dressing, we're gonna start with a half cup of peeled garlic. And for me, this is the easiest way to peel garlic. I'll show you right now. So I have my head of garlic here, and I took out a clove. And then what I'm gonna do is take a knife with the help from an adult, and I'm gonna put the knife flat on the garlic, just like that. And then take my hand and, whoa! Part of it shot off to the side, but you're just gonna put a lot of pressure and bang down on it like that. And then you can look and the peel comes off super, super easily. And then you can use it in the salad dressing or any other uses you have for garlic. Okay, so once you've peeled all of your garlic, I know it seems like a lot, but I promise it makes it really, really good. You're gonna put that, about a half cup of it, into a blender. Then we're going to squeeze 2 limes. You can use 3 or 4 if the limes aren't very juicy. I already started squeezing them because it makes things go a little bit faster. And you can squeeze that into a bowl or straight into your blender. I also like to use a fork to just help get all of the lime juice out. You can use a spoon or something else too. But it just really helps all of the juice get out. Okay, you can put your lime rinds to the side. So here I have 2 limes squeezed. I'm gonna pour that into my blender. All right, next I have a bunch of cilantro that I already washed. And I'm just gonna pick out some of the dead leaves in here. It's totally okay to use the stems of cilantro. They actually have a lot of flavor. So I'm just gonna put a handful of that in there. And if you don't like cilantro, because I know a lot of people don't, you can just definitely leave this out and it still makes a really delicious dressing. So we have about a handful of cilantro in there. And then I'm also gonna add some more feta cheese, because why not? So cut off a little bit, and yeah, about a half cup of feta cheese. Great, put that in there. Maybe I'll add a little bit more because I really like cheese. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the liquids. So we're gonna use a half cup of apple cider vinegar. You can use regular cider vinegar or white vinegar if you want, but I just think apple cider has kind of a nice tangy taste. And luckily this is the last of my apple cider and it's just about half a cup. Perfect, put that in there. And then we're going to use, oh, I lost my measuring cup. Here we go. 1 1/4 cups of vegetable oil. You can also use canola oil or avocado oil, but you just kind of want a neutral flavored oil. So 1 cup and 1/4 cup. All right, there we go. And now we're gonna blend this up. Oh, wait, you have to put a little bit of salt. Just a couple pinches, because you always have to add salt. Okay, now we're gonna blend up the dressing. Okay, so now that our dressing is done, we can put our salad together. So I'm just gonna give it a little bit of stir since it's separated a bit, sitting there for a minute. And then with this, you can just decide how much you want. I like a lot of dressing, so I'm gonna pour about half of it on there. And then you can give it a toss. If you think it needs more, you can put more. Unfortunately, you can't take away dressing, so it's always better to start with a little bit. That looks good to me. We have a lot of extra dressing here, but I like to pour it into a jar, put it in the fridge, and it'll keep for a couple of weeks. And I like to put it on toast or eggs or anything else because it's just so delicious. And there you have it, your corned bean and edamame salad with feta cheese. It looks so beautiful and colorful. I love the green and the yellow and the black all together. This is one of my favorite things to eat at the end of summer. You can use up all that delicious corn that's just coming out of season. And I also just eat it all year round for breakfast, lunch, and dinner because it's one of my favorite things. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson today, and I'll see you back here next week. Bye!